To bring to you Tanya's prep pack little variation of how to prepare your meals for the week. So so happy I could do this. A lot of people have been asking me, how do I prepare my meals for the week? I really do prep my meals. I believe that that is one of the most helpful things to keep you successful in your journey. Is to prepare all your meals for the entire week. I personally do mine on Sunday. I like the fact that I can just wake up in the morning, pick my meals I have to eat, and go. It helps you to stay out of trouble, and it helps you from eating things you're not supposed to eat because you're not hungry. I personally eat 6 meals per day, and to get a copy of my meal plan, you can simply go to allagesfitness.com to see that meal plan. So I'm going to name the things that you need prior. You see quite a few things. This is my shopping that I did for today in preparation for the week. It looks complicated, but I'm going to tell you it's very simple. And we're going to have everything cooked within an hour, and then we'll have everything packed up within another hour, and then we will have everything cleaned within an hour. So 3 hours total. We did, at the beginning of this video, you did see me preparing the sweet potatoes already. So that has already been done. The sweet potatoes are done, and I've already put them in little baggies, as you can see here, and we'll go over that a little bit more. So let's just mention what we need to get started. One of the things is the most important things that you'll need is a scale, because you want to measure the amount of ounces that you should be putting in your food, in your containers. These are the containers you'll be storing them in, or whatever ones you have. The scale is extremely important. I bought this really sophisticated, expensive scale that cost me, I think, $39.99. But the truth is, this $5.99 one from Bed Bath & Beyond, is that it? Or Bath & Body Works? No, Bed Bath & Beyond. This one cost me $5.99, and by far is the best scale. Just make sure you set it to 0, so when this is on top of it, it is zeroed out. So as you put things in, and we'll talk more about that. You'll need measuring cups, because you want to be precise in your measurements. So we don't want to be guessing or eyeballing or looking at the size of your fist and all that kind of silly stuff. You want to measure exactly. Measurements are key. You also, I'm going to go over a few things that I do, and then I'll go over everything on the table. But one of the things that's very important is for anybody, specifically women, to take a multivitamin. And because I don't like medicine all that much, my wonderful husband went out and got me GNC's Women Ultra Mega. And these are the gummy multivitamins. So they actually taste good. I feel like I'm getting a little treat. So I have 2 of these little gummies in the morning before I get started. And it does really help with fatigue for me. So let me just name some of the seasonings we have. So I'll start with that first. The first thing we have is chicken broth, and I use this to cook my asparagus, and I have the reduced sodium version of it, because I really am not supposed to have sodium at all for meal prep, but I have the reduced sodium just to give it a little bit of flavor, the chicken broth. Then I also have, cinnamon, and that's for my sweet potatoes. I use curry powder. I personally love West Indian food and Indian food, so I love curry, so that's what I season my chicken with. I also love, and all my friends know this, I love onion powder and I love garlic powder. So I usually buy the big ones from Sam's and just refill these little ones so I don't have to keep pulling that big thing down each time. I also use pepper. I'm not really a big pepper fan, but I'll put a little bit of pepper on my eggs in the morning. I do like pepper. Another thing that I really like is this Molly McButter, because we do eat 9 eggs per day, 8 egg whites and 1 whole egg. So on the egg whites, because I boil my eggs, I do like this Molly McButter. If you wet your eggs a little bit, put them in the microwave and sprinkle some of this Molly McButter, it actually tastes like you're eating some butter and a little bit of salt on your potatoes. I mean on your eggs. And then I season my chicken or fish with hot sauce. I love this particular brand, the Red Devil brand, but it's just cayenne pepper sauce. Love cayenne, love anything with hot. I'm a spicy girl. I use this, I believe it's not butter, on my sweet potatoes. It just makes it taste like it's real butter. And then I use Grey Poupon, which is just a mustard, and I use the Country Dijon one on my chicken just to give it a little bit of flavor when I take it out my lunchbox. And then I have a little bit of jalapeno peppers, and I use like 3 or 4 of these per day because I do eat an avocado. So I make my own variation of guacamole, which is a much healthier version. Basically, it's just avocado, onion powder, garlic powder, and 4 of these. I use a half of avocado. So those are all my spices. So what else is on the table? So these are the essential ingredients you'll need. I use 2 bowls, and you'll need these to measure out your vegetables. So it just makes it simple if you dump all your vegetables in here, and then you kind of scoop in with your cups here, because the measurements are very specific for the meal plan, and you don't want to be putting too much or too little. So you want to make sure that you do that. In addition, on the table what we have is eggs. And like I said, there's 9 eggs per day times 7, so that's 63 eggs per week. So I just buy mine, and I have this large pan here, saucepan, that I normally make my spaghetti, used to make my spaghetti in, but we'll be making our boiled eggs in this. Now you can do it 1 or 2 ways. You can do half and then wait for those to boil 10 to 15 minutes for those to finish cooking. Take those out and then put the rest of them in. I pretty much just put them all in and let them boil, and I let them boil a little bit longer, maybe 20 minutes. And then what else do we have on the table? We have asparagus, and asparagus is a natural diuretic. It really does not make your urine smell all that good. However, it is good for you. So I have to have 20 of these per day. So we have tons of them. We have asparagus with breakfast. Asparagus with our second meal of the day, and asparagus with our 4th meal of the day. And then we have chicken tenders. You can use regular chicken breast. I personally am not a big chicken person, so I like the chicken tender breast, the chicken breast tenderloins, because they are a little bit more, to me, moist, and they're not as dry, and they're very easy to cook. I use a grill, indoor grill, and I'll show you how I do it. It was a cheap little grill that I got. It was a cheap little grill that I got at Walmart, and I use that indoor grill, and you'll see it cooks the chicken very, very quickly. And then we have the ground turkey. The ground turkey is, you only need 1 package of this a week, and this is make sure you get this one, because when I first started I did not. Make sure you get the one that says lean, Jenny O lean. I personally like Jenny O better. Some people like other brands, but make sure it's the lean one. You don't want the one that has the full fat. It tastes the same to me, either one. And then as you see, I have 7 burgers I can have throughout the week. I get 1 per day, and that meal is my most favorite meal ever. It's delicious. Then I like these ready to serve brown and wild rice, and I buy these. They're the Minute brand, because they literally take 60 seconds. I put them in the microwave, and then what I do is I put them all in the microwave at one time. Of course, I take them out this packaging, but I put them all in the microwave at one time. I open this bag, dump them all in because I get a little under 1 cup per day. So as you see, we have 6 cups here, and I have another one in the kitchen. Avocados, you're going to need a half an avocado per day. So I use a little baggie similar to these. I use a little baggie to cut the one, and I cut them fresh at lunchtime, so I have a knife at work with me where I cut them fresh. I prefer to cut mine fresh. They taste better and they don't turn that ugly brownish color. So it's up to you how you want to do it, but it might be smarter to cut it at that time. You can also squeeze lime on it, see if it'll stay the same color, but I choose to do that. Then I have my tilapia, and I chose the Seabest brand just because I like the way it tastes, and I buy that just from our local grocery store here. And I've already put my tilapia in the pan. So everything is pretty much just ready to go into the oven. Then I personally like these shakes. I mean, you can get your own protein powder. I'm allowed to have 1 scoop of protein powder each day immediately after my workout so that my body can absorb the protein, so my muscles can grow and be nourished. But I particularly like this one. It says burn fat, control appetite, promote metabolism. I don't know about all that, but it tastes like a chocolate milkshake to me. And not only that, it provides me with 15 grams of protein, and the carbs is only 7. So I really like this particular shake. That's just my preference. You can have whatever protein powder you want. Almonds, you get 10 almonds at night. I cannot eat whole almonds. I found out they're making me constipated, so I'm showing you these. However, I've switched over to this, which I can switch it out for either 1 tablespoon of almond butter, and almond butter is all natural. Make sure it's all natural, and this is unsalted. Absolutely delicious. You will also need these types of Tupperware if you already have them. They're very inexpensive. You can buy them, the reusable ones, in the grocery store. Like for our grocery store, I think it's a 5-pack, and you can buy 2 for $5, 2 packages, so that's 10 for $5. I just collect them and collect them and collect them. I have so many of them now. But as you can imagine, you have 6 meals per day, and you need to divide, you need to have 6 per day, so 6 times 7, you need to have 42 of these. Some people only prepare for half a week and then they cook again in the middle of the week. I personally am very, very busy, so I don't have time to do that. I would love to do that. And then today I bought these little bigger ones because these are for breakfast. These are the Soup and Salad Food Club brand. That's just in our local grocery store here. You can use any brand you want. And this basically is for your eggs, your egg whites. So you can peel your eggs ahead of time. I personally do not. I just peel them when I'm ready to eat them so that I don't have to do all of that. And then I throw the yolks away, except for 1 egg you get to keep in the morning. You can have a whole egg. I don't like boiled eggs, so I personally fry an egg in a pan. When I say fry, I don't mean with grease. I use Pam to spray the pan, and I have a non-stick pan that I use, and I just crack an egg, put my seasoning on it, and then flip it over, and I like mine over easy, and that's how I enjoy my egg. It's absolutely delicious. And then I love these little packages. I have to have 1 cup of mixed vegetables per day, and then I also get green vegetables. So in my mixed vegetables, this one is not the one I typically get, but this is corn, carrots, peas, and green beans. I typically don't eat corn. I typically get the one that has what is it? Cauliflower, carrots, and broccoli. But they didn't have them today, so we have to improvise. So this is what I got for today. And that's basically everything on the table. The only other thing that I do cook fresh every morning is I cook my spinach fresh, because spinach goes with breakfast. I cook that fresh every single morning because I just like fresh spinach. But you can cook it ahead of time if you prefer. I cook my 1 egg and my spinach. That is a must for me. I have to have something fresh in the morning. I don't know what that's all about, but I do like fresh in the morning. But you can do it whatever works best for you. So I've named everything on the table that we have here, and now we're going to get started cooking. So now that you have everything available, these wonderful things are all going to go in the microwave all at one time. So I just pop them in the microwave. And as soon as I pop them in the microwave for their length of time, I dump them in these bowls. And then you'll see how I measure out. I'm going to put the tilapia in the oven. I'll put the turkey burgers on the indoor grill. And then when they're done, I'll cook the chicken. I'll clean the grill off very quickly and then cook the chicken. So we will be done in less than an hour with all of our food. And that's your food for the week. Isn't that fabulous? I think it's fabulous. Did you see my shirt too? An absolutely fabulous woman is turning 50. I think that's pretty cool. I'll be 50, 11/11. November 11th, oh, number ones. So I'm excited to share this with you. Hopefully this will provide entertainment, if nothing else. But you'll see, I'll speed up the video just so you don't have to sit here and watch me for a whole hour doing the video. Okay, great. Thank you, and let's move on.